Hey all you cool cats and kittens, Carole Baskin here to teach you how to solve exponential equations. And maybe later I'll teach you how to feed a tiger. Go ahead and get your notes ready, your papers ready, and your sardine oil. I just love cats. Don't you just love cats? Big cats, oh yes, small cats. They deserve a home, you know? They deserve a home, and that's what I'm here for. All right, so yesterday, you saw with these exponential equations that the base has to be the same. So we need to think of some way to turn 8 into a base 2. So we've got to give it a new hairdo, a new home without a cage. Let's see, 2 squared. No, that's not 8. How about 2 to the 3rd? That's 8. There we go. All right. So we can rewrite this as 2 to the negative 3a equals 2 to the 3rd. 2 times 2 times 2 is still 8. So we didn't change it, right? We just gave it a new hairdo. Value is still 8. Anywho, now that your bases are the same, we can move past it and focus on where that variable is up there in the exponent. So you have this negative 3a equals 3. So to solve this, what is the opposite of times, right? Negative 3 times a, we're going to peel that off with division. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. So 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. The end. So this graph intersects y equals 8, which is a flat line, at negative 1 on the x-axis. All right. Over here, we need to find some way to make this a base 6. All right, so 216 using a base 6. 6 squared won't do it. 6 to the 3rd, there you go. So 216 can be rewritten as 6 to the 3rd. So we have 6 to the negative x equals 6 to the 3rd. Since the bases are the same, you can move past them and focus on the exponents. You have negative x equals 3. This one's a little strange, isn't it? We want to get rid of this negative. It's like an invisible negative 1 is here. Woo, invisible, like my husband, Don. Ooh, that was cold. Shouldn't say that. All right, so we're going to divide off negative 1, and you get negative 3 for your answer. All right, the negatives cancel, and you're done. Yep. All right. How about number 3? We have 64, so 4 squared, no. 4 to the 3rd, bingo. It seems like a lot of these are a 3rd power, not on purpose, but it is what it is. Okay, so we have 4 to the negative b equals 4 to the 3rd power. Since our bases are the same, we can just focus on the exponents. Again, that negative, we want to get rid of it. So I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 1. Negative divided by negative is a positive, and you're left with b. 3 divided by negative 1 is negative 3, and we got it. All right. Next up, we have 125. I'm just going to try the 3rd. That seems to be the winning number today. Yep, 5 to the 3rd is 125. So we have 5 to the negative r equals 5 to the 3rd. Ignore the bases. Negative r equals 3. And again, we're dividing off that negative, so r is negative 3. All right. Ooh, a challenge. Look at this one. We have it equaling 1. So 2 to the what power would give you a 1? If you start running through these, 2 to the 1st power is just 2. 2 squared, 4. 2 to the 3rd, 8. All right, I need to get a 1 out of this. So if you try 2 to the 0, there you go. Anything to the 0 power is 1, right? Spaghetti and meatballs to the 0 power is 1. Anything. So we can rewrite this as 2 to the negative 2a minus 2. And we can rewrite this as 2 to the 0 power. 2 to the 0 power is 1. So the value is still there. I just gave it some new hair. Ooh, that rhymed. All right. So the bases are the same. We can ignore them. Focus on the powers. Negative 2a minus 2 equals 0. Then we do some solving. Add 2. we get negative 2a equals 2. The opposite of negative 2 times a is divide. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Pew. Okay, so 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. All right, one more to go. Oh, look at that easy one sneaking in at the end. The bases are already the same. So we can just move past it and focus on the exponents. So you have 3v equals negative v plus 1. Okay, I need to get my v's together. So what's the opposite of minusing v? That's right, adding v. So now we have 3v equals negative 1. All right, so now we need to get rid of 3 times v. The opposite of timesing is dividing. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Negative 1/3, that's it, that's your answer. That doesn't reduce at all. So it's just negative 1/3, the end. I hope it's starting to make some sense for you. I love exponential functions, and I hope you're doing okay out there. All right, look both ways, watch out for tigers. I'll talk to you cool cats and kittens later.